going on, guys? Kirk here from Motor Gear. Now today we're going to be doing some more mods to the S1000, and this time we're going to be adding some unique pieces from the one and only Eimberger Carbon. It's going to be a very special video. Stay tuned. Let's get started. Now, before we go ahead and talk about the two parts we're going to install today, let me just give you guys a quick history about Eimberger. Now, Eimberger was a company that was founded in the 90s, and they're a staple in the motorsport scene, mainly known for their high quality carbon fiber parts. Now, specifically when it comes to European vehicles, they specialize in BMW, Aprilia, KTM, and even Ducati. They're mainly known, again, for their pre-peg dry carbon parts. What makes their quality and their craftsmanship so special is because they take a lot of time to really do their research in making sure that the parts fit the bike as it should. A lot of the parts that they make are for racing applications, but they also have a lot of street applications. Now, specifically, the two pieces that we're going to be using are a little bit of race and a little bit of street, starting off with the first part, which is going to be their racing front fender. Now, this does come in two different versions. This is the race version because it doesn't have the cutout the street version would. Now, if you look closely at the construction of this fender specifically, and even the other piece that we're going to show you, is just how thin the material is. Now, in 2010, they came up with a TU certification for their clear plastic coating, as you guys can see. And this is probably one of the best clear coatings I've ever seen on a carbon fiber piece. It basically maintains the finish of it, so it stands up against the elements, whether you're riding on the street or the track. And it's also UV coated. This is gonna be the first piece. As I said, very special, a little bit of race and a little bit of street. The second piece, you guys are actually gonna love this one. It's something I've been wanting to do on the bike for quite some time now. And as you guys can see, the bag is pretty big. Now this, guys, oh, check this out. Now this is going to be the front nose fairing. Now this is a complete replacement. I'll show you guys the back. This actually replaces two pieces on the bike. I'm going to show you guys in a second the front of my bike and what it looks like. But pretty much it's going to replace the two front fairing pieces that cover the headlight and also the center nose air inlet. Now, normally on the stock bikes, you guys will see that is pretty much all raw plastic, and you also have this, I guess, center trim that kind of sticks out. The piece that we got is going to eliminate all of this in the front. When I remove the two fairing pieces on the front, you're going to see there is a full plastic plate that goes straight across. Now, installation of this should be pretty straightforward. You're gonna be taking out the screws to remove the windscreen and also this centerpiece. Now, there are a few clips that you are going to have to transport and put on the new piece, but again, it's nothing too hard, nothing too difficult. These two pieces should enhance the bike very much, and I'm very excited to run them. Again, guys, I'm not doing a full carbon bike. Yeah, other than that, let's get the installation started and see what this looks like. What do you think? A new trend? No front fender? Nah, definitely won't be doing that. Now, before we go ahead and get this installed, just wanted to show you guys just the differences between the two. Now, this is a stock fender, as you guys can see. It has the cutout right there. Much heavier piece than the Eimberger part. You can see this is a race version. Now, as I mentioned, they do have a street version to this with the cutout, but I just really prefer the look of this. Everyone has the one with the cutout, and I think this one just will make it look that much more aggressive. I did go ahead and weigh both of them behind the scenes. I'll show you guys what the weights are on the screen so you can see, but this part is actually half the weight of this. I'll be very interested to seeing what this is going to weigh compared to the stock piece, but let's put this on so you can see what it looks like. So the nose piece is off. What do you guys think? It definitely does not look like a naked bike by any means, but I was able to go ahead and get these two weighed. Now surprisingly, this one was over a pound. This was actually 1 pound and 12 ounces. The new piece on the other hand is about 14 ounces. So definitely a big weight savings right there. Now, one of the main things I really like about the new piece, especially when compared to the stock piece, is this, as I mentioned before, with the nose fairing and then the plastic intake portion. It's actually two pieces, so you guys can see right here. And it's held in by clips. The good thing about this is we don't have to use the inner piece anymore because this is all one integrated piece. Now, the only thing we do need to transfer is the rubber grommets, and we have to mount them into the stock positions right there. I think it's about 4 on the inside and then another 4 on the exterior right here. Now, I was watching a video online on how to do the swap, and I did notice something a little bit different compared to the person who was doing it on their 2020 S1000. Is these grommets are circular and also rubber. Now, if you look on this piece, you'll notice that it's square. Now, I did notice that the person who had the 2020 S1000, they also had the similar square design. Now, my bike is a 22 model, so I'm assuming that they did an update, probably to prevent this little piece from breaking. Now, it's much easier to have it mounted with the rubber grommets in there, so just a little update. Now, I'm not sure if Imberger did, in fact, come out with another updated design. Probably they did, but this one should still work just fine. Guys, and there you have it. Honestly lost for words with how this turned out. In doing this initially, I was very uncertain of how it would turn out, but I must say having the full carbon front nose really makes the aggression on this bike come alive. I mean, just look at it. Insane. Paired up with the front fender, I think it has a nice complement and really ties in the overall look of the bike. Now, I know that not everybody is going to want to go with such an aggressive setup like this. I know some people do prefer the painted pieces on the front by just having the carbon in the center, but for me, I think that wouldn't really do it justice. Doing the full front nose conversion was the way to go in my opinion, and it really makes the mineral grade pop even more. Now, happy to see that the bike is really finally coming alive and starting to look very, very modified, if I must say so myself. Now, there are a few other pieces that we do want to add to improve not only the look, but also the performance. I am contemplating to do a few other key pieces that I think are gonna really set this bike apart from the rest. Mineral grey is a very muted color, and I do want to make sure that, you know, if this thing goes out, it really stands out, whether it's been parked up or if we're on the road riding. Now, in addition to the front pieces, we actually did go ahead and install the rear cowl. And as you guys can see, it's a very clean piece on the tail, but I still think we need to go ahead and swap this piece out to carbon as well. Now, as I told you guys, I'm not trying to do a full carbon bike, but I can't deny that the carbon really makes it look and stand out from the rest. We aren't done just yet, but I'm happy to see how the bike is coming along so far. One more look at the front. Jesus. And check out the airflow. This is gonna be insane. Now, I hope I don't catch any birds or any flying objects on the street, but I really can't deny how much sportier the front end looks. Gosh. Alright, enough lusting off of this look. If you guys like it, make sure you leave some comments down below. I will leave some links for some of the pieces that are on the bike if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. Also, make sure you check out Motor Gear Garage. We don't have a lot of bike parts on it, but if you guys want to go ahead and grab some merch, make sure you go ahead and do so. It really means a lot to support our channel. I really appreciate all of the views and all of the support on the build so far. Now, I have been getting a lot of comments if the bike is tuned or not. Guys, we are going to be getting to that very, very shortly. We did go ahead and tune Mark's bike, so you guys should be seeing that. This is going to be next up on the chopping block. We're really going to go ahead and make sure that the bike performs properly as it should, and everything else is sorted out. I just wanted to get most of the aesthetics done before we head to the power. But trust me, it's coming very soon. So I think that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tune in for more geared up content with the S1000 and all the other builds. And until then, guys, we're gone.